Welcome everyone to another observability clinic. Today's topic is cloud platforms observability with a focus on streaming logs via Amazon Data Firehose to the Dynatrace platform. I'm Andy Grabner and I'm really happy to have Tomasz with me, product manager. Hi Tomasz, how are you?
Hey, hi, I'm fine. I'm really happy to be here, talking about direct ingestion of AWS clouds, which, really solves the customer's pain. So we hear, customers working with terabytes of logs. They face challenges with, ingesting relevant data, configuration at scale. It gets even harder with, multiple accounts, multi-cloud environments. So, scaling and management, issues appear more frequently. So in this episode, we'll try to explain how it's easy to integrate to Dynatrace. So in one of the previous episodes, my colleague Michał Frajczak explained, the concept of log analysis in context. We will
Mhm.
a bit, touch on this, but there is no observability without data.
Mhm.
So let's talk about, AWS log integration to Dynatrace platform.
Perfect. And folks, there's also a great blog post and many other resources. So check out the description of this video as well. But hey, you already teased me enough. I want to see more. Thomas, take it away. I know you have some live demos as well. So let's check this out.
All right. So for the agenda today, we will talk about direct Amazon Fire data Firehose integration. We will cover the cloud log groups forwarding, which is the very popular way of integrating logs, and we will also talk about some optimizations by skipping CloudWatch in case services that allows this. Then we will review the full landscape of AWS log integration because this is Firehose integration is not the only one when you need to tailor your solutions to your needs, to ensure optimized cost dollar, but also cost of ownership and maintenance, efforts there. You can choose the different solutions that Dynatrace also offers. And last but not least, we will talk about the Azure and the GCP log forwarding. I will update you on some upgrades that we did recently in
Mhm.
this space.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
cool.
let's jump into it. But actually, we will also have a demo
Mhm.
session over here. But let's jump into it. So, to understand the value of cloud logs integration with Dynatrace platform, so we come with this great solution for working with cloud observability signal and log analysis in context to solve the problems quicker and have a full picture of cloud platform health. So here you can see the Clouds app that gives a cross-cloud overview of cloud services, their instances, and enables cloud result usage analysis and optimization. And logs are important part of it. So basically, logs are the monitoring the
Mhm.
monitoring signal that actually completes the cloud monitoring. Yeah, and here you can see that next to resource consumption and some metrics and traces, also logs are available in the Clouds app. So we have the special tab for logs here, and here in this example you can see that this Lambda function is actually generating some logs and error logs. So to start the analysis here, you can also see here the recommended queries section. So you
Mhm.
don't need to directly jump into DQL, which is very powerful and you will definitely use it. But here you can just, click the recommendation, and what you will hear, what you will see is the example of error logs. And also, I think also already the great value of the integration that we will kind of explain during the demo, that there is also, not only the log content, but also the full context preserved. We can see different, context from the cloud, like the, account ID, ARN, and log group and stuff, but also Dynatrace entities. So kind of, we are already getting the most of the Grail, which is
Mhm.
the purpose, the build, data lake, and it preserves context, yeah, and it shows you the data in context. We will um, we will have more of this in during the demo, but let's see actually what we will show.
Mhm.
And this is a bit of a, explaining basics, what we will see and the configuration, how easy it is to configure AWS logs directly. So what you can see here in this diagram, so now Dynatrace integration for logs is configured directly in AWS console. So it means that there are no additional log forwarders whatsoever. So, this is, we are using this, kind of a solution where you have the lowest possible kind of AWS middle layers and middle layer components, and then you connect, the, Amazon Data Firehose directly to Dynatrace. So you can also see that, for customers that are searching for, scalability at its best, that throughput of this solution is aligned with the Grail capabilities of allowing 500 terabytes a day. And by the end of the year, we are already targeting 1 petabyte a day. So if you're thinking about scaling, about the problems that you have, with the additional components in the cloud, and how to make use of it and understand, we are there, to support you already. Yeah. Okay. So also, what we can see on this diagram, and what will be the the, let's say, the core of this session during the demo, we can see the upper part where the CloudWatch integration can be so logs available in the CloudWatch in form of log groups can be now sent directly to Amazon Data Firehose, and from there the integration to Dynatrace appears. So actually, for example, if you have in mind, I know, DynamoDB or maybe your Lambda logs that are already exist in a CloudWatch, you have log groups over there, you can easily configure them via Firehose. But there are also services in AWS that allow you to integrate directly to Amazon Data Firehose, so to skip Amazon CloudWatch. And actually, VPC Flow Logs is an example of this, and we will see this example. I will show the configuration. It's fairly simple to do, so I'm really happy to show you this, to integrate VPC Flow Logs through Amazon Data Firehose. So basically, during the demo, we will cover those two paths. Yeah. If we have already the log group in Amazon CloudWatch, we will integrate it to Dynatrace via Amazon Data Firehose, but we will also see how easy it is to integrate with the Amazon Data Firehose directly as the only middle component on the AWS side. So obviously, if you're thinking about your log ingest strategy, you really want to have, those options to, to optimize the cost of ownership, and thinking about, the maintenance efforts and stuff. Yeah.
Thomas, one quick question. You mentioned earlier that the power of Dynatrace is to not only have logs in isolation, but also logs in context, meaning attaching the logs to the entities. Is this something that happens here automatically, or do I need to configure anything? Do I need to change anything?
Yeah, this is also the area where we are investing heavily. So most of the, the context is already preserved and sent to Dynatrace, but, there are different use cases and stuff. And this is also the area where we are investing. We are trying to understand our customers. So in case you will have, like a valid use case, and you will have a place to leave your comment, or if you're already Dynatrace customer, you can use our Dynatrace community, to have this specific idea that we will kind of look into. But in general, yes, we are looking into the area where we already provide the full context.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, so let's jump into the demo. So first, we will do the Firehose integration. So we will prepare a stream that connects to Dynatrace environment. Then we will configure CloudWatch log group configuration that uses this Firehose stream. And at the end, we will use the same Firehose stream for the VPC flow logs to connect directly to Dynatrace. Okay, so for today, I prepared the Dynatrace environment. Here we can see the Clouds app that I already mentioned previously. So I just wanted to quickly show you the already the function. Let me enlarge this a bit. I think this was this one. Yeah. So here we can see the function that actually already has logs in. Yeah. So you can see that you can, just hit the recommended queries button, and you can see the error logs here, with all the details and stuff. And here is a very useful button. It shows surrounding logs. Actually, when you're expecting errors, you often want to see, what's been there, just before and just after. So, kind of as I said, Michał Frańczak already covered this, so I won't go into details. But also here, what we have is the log generator Lambda that actually doesn't have logs right now connected. So we will use this example to show how the integration goes. I will also, at this point, mention that there is a documentation that, in case you will need to reproduce my steps, you can use this. This is very thorough and very good piece of documentation. So in case you would need support after, for self-service, you can use this, and from time to time we will refer to this one.
And we'll also link, folks, if you're watching this, right? This will also be linked in the description of the video. And I think, Tomasz, you also had all these things also linked in your blog post. So it will be easy for you to find this. We make it easy by adding all these links into all
definitely.
the places.
Maybe one more important thing is, during the demo to visualize things, we will go through the manual steps in AWS console. But probably if you are thinking about at scale use cases, we also have the, cloud formation templates with all the explanation here. So we are, showing the value here. So we will use the manual steps, but, I know that our customers and, viewers are, already thinking how to automate clouds and stuff. This is where the value from the clouds comes.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go into AWS console. So as I said, in the first step, we will configure Amazon Data Firehose to send logs to Dynatrace. So we can see that some streams are already configured here, but we will do the new stream here. So the simple steps that you need to take here is in the source you will take direct put and then choose Dynatrace as a destination. And actually, this already comes with the form that is pre-filled with some defaults. We just need some minor tweaks here that we will go through. But again, the documentation mention all of this, so you will have no problem to fill this out. Yeah. So let's give it a name. Then you can see that the logs ingestion type is already selected here. If you will think of pushing metrics, you can also use the same integration, but we will leave the logs for now. For now, we need the API token. So to generate API token, we will jump into the Dynatrace account. And I often use this very helpful search functionality. I use the shortcut keys, obviously. This is how you streamline your work with tools like this. That's very useful. So what we need to do is we need to generate new token. Obviously, the important step here is that we need the scope logs ingest scope with this token. Yeah, and then we will generate the token. We will copy it from Dynatrace environment, and we will put it into the form. Also, we need our environment URL here. So I will copy paste it. This is also all mentioned in the documentation, so you will have no problem to copy paste here because I'm using this tenant inside let's say Dynatrace
dev tenant,
dev tenant, yeah. Okay, so and now we need to make just the two adjustments here. Retry duration and buffer hints to 1 megabyte. So we tested this, to be ready for scale, and that's why we know that those two needs to be adjusted. And also one last configuration that we need to do here is we need to assign the S3 bucket. And this is for the purpose on, in case there is something wrong with the connection, I know either in your internet or on AWS side, so that, you have the sign of an errors and also a space for to back up your logs. Yeah. And actually, that's it. After this, we are creating the Firehose stream integration to Dynatrace. It takes some, I know, couple seconds, but actually, I wanted to show you that you can already easily see the information if the given given integration is already in use. So in a access token form in Dynatrace on the screen, you can see when the token was last time used, and also in the I think the asset is still being created, but after this is created, there is a nice testing option. So basically, you can send those logs, the demo data to Dynatrace, and then on Dynatrace side, you can see if this token is already in use. So even before jumping into the space where the logs are displayed, you can already verify the connection. Okay, so now the connection is set. So what we would do now, we will pick well, actually, let me show you this. We will go to CloudWatch, or maybe let's choose Lambda rather. Okay, maybe this will be a better idea. We can see that there is this Lambda function that I showed you in Dynatrace environment, yeah, log generation Lambda. This is a function that is currently running. In the configuration tab, we can see that the log group, CloudWatch log group, is already assigned to it.
Mm-hmm.
So what we want to do now, we will go to this log group in the CloudWatch. In the CloudWatch, we can see that the log stream are being written here. Yeah. So what we want to do, we want to push those logs into Dynatrace. And in order to do this, we will select the subscription filter. And here we will create a subscription filter based on the Amazon Data Firehose subscription that we already created. Yeah, so we will select this one, this option. And here we need to select our integration that we already prepared. Here we need to grant the IAM role. Oh, it does. Okay, I won't go into details how to create it, but actually, again, here in the documentation, you can find all of the instructions how to create policy and proper role to allow this group to being forwarded to Dynatrace. Yeah. And the last step that we need to take here, we need to add a name. And actually, again, that's it. Just a couple of clicks, and we are sending our logs to Dynatrace. So we are at this point, in maybe a minute or two, we will see logs for our Lambda function in Dynatrace environment. But as it takes, a couple of seconds, let's just use this time. And again, I will show you. Okay. Let's try to configure the VPC flow logs, direct connection to Amazon Data Firehose with skipping additional components. So after we complete this, we will log in again to Dynatrace environment, and we will see how it works there, if we can see logs. So let's go to VPC, so isolated crowd resources, virtual private crowd list. I have one prepared already in this demo environment. And this is really cool stuff. This is really simple over here. So you just need to check your VPC configuration, and here you have the flow logs. You will choose the flow, create flow log. Again, we need the name. Here we will choose the Amazon Data Firehose stream that we already have there. We will choose the Firehose demo, and with no additional configurations, you'll just configure the connection here. So basically, right now we should be already having both of those paths covered. Yeah, one with the Lambda logs that were available as a log groups in the CloudWatch, and also VPC that are flow logs that are now directly sent to Amazon Data Firehose, and with the same Amazon Data Firehose stream, we are sending those to Dynatrace. Yeah. Okay, so let's log to Dynatrace environment and see if we can actually see those logs. So again, to the Clouds app, we can see all services. You may want to, limit this to only to the functions that you have in your environment. Then we will go to Lambda and let's see if logs are already coming in. Yeah, we can actually see that logs are coming in here. Let's limit the time frame. And yeah, we can see that logs are coming in. And again, with those, with the run query and recommendation, you can inspect, whether you're, inspecting the problem that you have seen, abnormal behavior of your Lambda, and you want to get some details. But maybe sometimes, some important informations are hidden only in logs. So basically, you can see that, here in context, you can work with your data.
I think this is really, just recapping here, it's fascinating how easy it is to set up, but the real power now is really about Dynatrace giving me recommended queries to say, here's something relevant, show me the errors, show me like the surrounding logs as you showed it earlier. This is just so powerful because you don't necessarily have to be an expert in the query language because you don't use it every day. And so you want to get to the relevant data as fast as possible. And with us, you just get this with the click of a button.
Yes, indeed. And also to your question previously, the full enrichment is here.
Yeah,
So
here.
basically it's in your Clouds app, and in case you need to build more advanced analytical model, also you can use it, the context and the reference so that it's ready for you here. Okay. Okay, and now let's maybe also see if the flow logs are coming in. I hope so. Let's run query for the last 30 minutes. Oh, they are not yet here, but I tested this previously, so maybe we will run the test in a couple of minutes. But I wanted to show you that those logs, I did the same steps a couple minutes ago. And actually, we can see that those logs are flowing in, and the VPC flow logs, with the power of DQL, you can really extract this content and create really powerful information. I will show you the example of the dashboard that is created based on, DQL analysis and then how it works. So actually you can see really powerful stuff here. So you can see, how many destination addresses were there, how many source addresses, what, endpoint pairs are talking to each other, and, many different other stuff that helps you to create such a dashboard and, observe if there are any anomalies, if there is any fraud, scenario or something like this. Again, here, Dynatrace documentation comes in handy because if you want to learn DQL, you need to take some steps. But here, under solutions, infrastructure observability, and data-driven use case, you can see the use case for tracking a data volume that is exchanged between different parties in, for example, VPC regions, availability zones, and stuff. We have also in logs documentation, log use cases, and observe cloud network traffic with logs. We have also maybe a bit simpler. So you can consider this as an entry step to analyze incoming HTTP traffic to your virtual private cloud. So basically, we deliver, documentation with the use cases, not only how all the things and connections work, but actually to enable you with extracting the value out of it. Yeah. So yeah, I think this concludes the demo part here.
Can I have one last question on this,
Yes.
though? Because I thought it was really if you go back, please, to quickly your demo environment and the VPC dashboard that you had open, the one that was pre-built.
Okay.
I think this really
Yeah.
highlights the power. Again, as you said, this is all data that is extracted on the fly by using DQL. I think this dashboard that you have here, I believe we also make it available on the Dynatrace Playground tenant, which is a tenant that is completely open for everyone in our Dynatrace community. So you can go to the Playground tenant, you can download also this dashboard, and I think it, as you said, it shows the power of analyzing large volumes of data on the fly to give you critical answers to questions that you have as an operator in this case. And
Yes, indeed. This also shows the value that Dynatrace platform offers with when we have the platform powered by Grail.
yeah.
There is no indexing. All of this is is based on the DQL.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a schema on read. So basically, you just push your data. Dynatrace accepts it, and we do most of it. To decorate data with the proper context. But if you need, a one step further, you can do it with the DQL,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of you are not, you don't need to specify any indexes or whatsoever. You
Mm-hmm.
just go ahead and analyze your data.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, this is really powerful. Our Dynatrace dashboard and Dynatrace notebooks. This is really data-driven approach. With being able to share with your team members, prepare dashboards for observability, so that your work is not only for your team.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's broader. It's available for the whole company there, with the value that is there in logs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And to close this kind of thought on my end, folks, if you're new to Dynatrace, there's a lot of material out there on how to query the data using DQL. Obviously, we provide capabilities that you would assume from a solution like this. We can obviously extract metrics from logs as well. There's many different things we can do. For me, the coolest thing is the easiness of ingesting the data, the automated enrichment of the context. I really love the logs in context, which means you don't have to be an expert in logs to find the logs that are relevant, because in these apps, like what Tomasz showed earlier, in the Clouds app, in the Kubernetes app, in all these apps, with a single click, you get the relevant data without you having to dig through it and without you having to become an expert. And I think that's the key thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
I have some more information for you.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to show that, here we can see this diagram that we work on during the demo, but actually, probably, to tailor the strategy of a log ingest to your needs and use cases, I think it's important to understand, the AWS log ingest integration landscape, let's say. So on the right side here, we can see also that we provide S3 log forwarding. We have a really nice multi-cloud, multi-region integration there. It is not only for the cost optimization, because you select logs, so you ingest logs from S3, but it also, helps with the use cases where there are, outside of the AWS platform logs available in this, very popular storage mechanism. So if you have such a use cases, go ahead and check this out.
Mhm.
Also, in case of the Lambda monitoring, if the Lambda is your main use case, probably you will be interested into direct Lambda log collection. So basically, this is the fastest and the cheapest integration that actually skips any AWS, middle components. So if you want to observe Lambda logs and you kind of, this is your main use case,
Mhm.
probably you would like to see this as this is really easy to set up. Probably, other observability clinic episode, maybe it
Mhm.
already was there about this one, or maybe,
Mhm.
we could record such a thing, but
Maybe we should. Yeah, now it's always good to keep get a new fresh eye. We had already some episodes on there, but I think it's been a while, so definitely do a new one.
all right. So, if there will be some requests under this video, probably we
Yeah,
may think about this. But
exactly.
again, this is really easy to set up.
Mhm.
This is part of a one agent installation for the Lambda. So again, just a recap of what is there possible. And
Mhm.
again, Dynatrace documentation explain all of the details here. Yeah.
Mhm.
And also, last but not least, I just wanted to give you a short update about GCP and Azure Forwarder. So, Dynatrace customers, they have multi-cloud environments, which add additional layer of complexity. But, Grayscale and Dynatrace capabilities with in-context analysis and automation comes as a solution here. So here you can see that log forwarding from Azure and GCP is now, you can ingest up to 4 terabytes a day with a single forwarder instance. Yeah.
Mhm.
This is also, we also provide scaling guides for, and automation guides for both of those solutions. So basically, if you want to, do the multi-cloud scenarios, those tools are there for you. And one last thing I wanted to highlight, this is the violet sticky note here. So if Dynatrace platform is purchased via Azure Marketplace, there is a deep integration. It means that you don't need to take care of any additional components. So this is, like a SaaS experience at its best. So all the middle layer components are, hidden under the hood. So you just configure either automation scripts or in the console, and one bill comes with it. So this is also
Mhm.
sometimes mentioned as a value. So you pay one bill for the cloud resources and the monitoring of your cloud. So
Mhm.
there is also one additional integration that you may think about when it comes to log integration to
Mhm.
Dynatrace platform. Okay,
Cool.
so
Awesome.
we can see the resources here. I think that you will also place this
Yeah.
under the video.
Exactly, yeah. Like
Uh,
as always, all of these links, thank you so much, Tomasz, for this. All these links will also find its way either on Dynatrace on the YouTube channel if you watch it there, or on Dynatrace University, because all these videos get uploaded in both locations. And I also like the fact that you have already linked most of these things from your blog post. I really highly recommend reading the blog post. This video is a great way to see these things in action, how easy it was to set up the integration, how easy it is to send the data into Dynatrace. And I think your final remarks were also really interesting because you said no, many of our customers, they have multiple cloud vendors, and having one central platform like Dynatrace to have all this data in context just makes the data in one place just so much more valuable.
yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Hey, Tomasz, with this, I wanted to say I'm definitely having you back because obviously you are very enthusiastic about this topic, which I love. And I also, now this is a completely independent topic. I wish you all the best win the Euro Cup, obviously your team.
All right, thank you. Let's see how it evolves.
Yeah, we'll see exactly. All
All
right,
right,
with
yeah.
this,
Yeah. Thank you very much
until
for
the next
having
one.
me, and I hope, to deliver more announcements to the Performance Clinic audience soon.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. I will have you back.
All
Ciao,
right, thank
ciao.
you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.